Good afternoon. It's Friday the 18th of April 2025. It's about 3:30 and the weather outside is not very pleasant. You're probably wondering why I'm showing you a picture of a green parakeet. These green ring-necked parakeets have been spotted at Belfast Waterworks. In fact, there was a news article on the TV news all about them, and people were being interviewed as they walked by below them, and there were several people out with cameras and whatnot. Yes, I spotted these birds well over a year ago down at the Belfast Waterworks, and this is the film that I made on my walk round of the waterworks. And as I was dandering round, I could hear the green parakeets calling, because they make a very raucous sound, a bit like a magpie. It's not attractive. And the danger is, if these birds, and apparently there's 15 of them down here, if these birds get established, they have no predators to take them out. They are big, they are very sociable, and they live in large colonies, and the fact of the matter is that they will take over. They will, by their very presence, and because of the fact that they are omnivorous, they can eat anything. They're scavengers. They will predate on mice and rodents and all the rest of it, and they will eat fruit, they will eat grain, and they are general pillagers. And they might look good, but they drive other birds away, and this is the what happens. So it's not a good idea that these birds have come to Belfast, and it is not a good idea that they are at the Belfast Waterworks. This is the BBC News article that was on last night about these green parakeets, and I wouldn't in fact I wouldn't agree with an awful lot of what some of the people questioned are saying about these boyos, but you make up your own mind.
There might be escapees from a collection, but I think that most of them have come over from London, and that's the theory, and some of them are down south as well, but they are encroaching up, and that is part of what's happening with the climate change. And if the birds find that this climate is warm enough for them to stay in, they are breeding and they're doing well.
When you're out with your camera, you never know what you're going to get, but just the wee parakeets is so exciting. Nobody expects you to come back and say, I've seen parrots today in the park. So it is pretty amazing. Anything that brings people to the park, out walking, their mental health, it's just an added wee bonus. We're so lucky to have them here.
They've been here sort of 3-4 years. The numbers are increasing. They don't seem to annoy any other bird. The bigger crows, the magpies and so on, if it didn't fit in, they would soon be chasing them out. But it all seems to fit very well.
They don't seem to annoy any other birds. Well, I totally disagree with that. They eat the nestlings of other birds. We're very lucky to have them? No, I don't think so. Once Belfast Waterworks, once you walk around and don't see any of our own garden birds, indigenous species, left because of these boys who have taken over completely, then you'll maybe think again, but it'll be too late then, because the indigenous and common normal garden birds have been driven out or eaten out completely. So I think some of the comments made by the people there are very naive. Here's what Conor McKinney, the chair of Wild Belfast, said about these green parakeets. Parakeets may seem like a novel addition to our wildlife, but really they pose a great risk to birds, bats and to agriculture. Parakeets have the ability to outcompete native cavity nesting species such as starlings, and have even been known to evict bats from their roosts. Preventing the further dispersal of this species is possible, but it needs to happen soon. We call on Belfast City Council and the Northern Ireland Environment Agency to return the birds to captivity and negate any potential risks of future spread. So there you go, there's the reality. And some people in England would argue that the greater spotted woodpecker has been driven out from many nest sites by the green parakeet, and that's why the greater spotted woodpecker actually has arrived in Northern Ireland in quite considerable numbers. So there you are, folks.